Minecraft, except it's in shaders, and sort of RTX. This is by far one of my favourite topics in Minecraft, since the game looks so simple but offers so much. With the recent release of RTX, I wanted to gather my favourite shaders and sort of RTX packs, and sort of make an informative appreciation video, but this is all much more fresh compared to its ancient relatives. Back in 2010 was when Refined Alpha was released, and went some time before anyone made changes to the graphics, probably because they were busy enjoying the game for what it was. But I guess for some people that wasn't enough, and by 2012 the first shaders were made for Minecraft, and this eventually made it into the release of CSV08. This was actually the first shader pack I ever used in Minecraft 2, however my computer was limited and it ran at about 10 FPS, but at the time I was so happy. I could take screenshots just fine with this rubbish performance. Eventually the following year I got a new graphics card and could now run the shaders at a constant 60. It was heaven, but for today's standard, this is child's play. Today I'm going to be showcasing some of the most beautiful shader packs, in my opinion, on some of the nicest maps. Again, just my opinion, as survival, albeit adventurous and fun, does not do justice to some of these shaders. They just look too goddamn nice. Oh yeah, I haven't forgot, I will end off the video showing off some of the Minecraft ray tracing, sort of. I'll get back to that in a minute. There is no specific order to these, as I'd say objectively none are actually better, unless they are really old or bad, but more just different in the way that they make the game feel. Some warm, some more realistic, and some cartoony. I just love them cell shaders. But I'm going to start off with a strong one, Silda's Vibrant shaders. After making leaps and bounds in quality years after the first shaders, this was the one I would always go to. I had recorded a lot of intros with these. As for performance goes, this one actually does pretty well, especially when comparing with some of the others on this list. Like the title says, this pack is very vibrant and colourful, and the god rays in this pack, you could just lick them. Oh well, I mean, that's what a friend once told me. I could go on and on, but this video is already taking too long to make, so I'll cut to the next one. This shader pack I would say is very clean. I used it in my previous shaders video while PvPing, which can probably be found by clicking on the screen somewhere right now. It is Choapic 13 shader pack, which I'm beginning to showcase on this Cyberpunk 2077 map. This is my first look around too, and it's one of the most impressive creations I've ever seen. It was so big and cluttered with objects that while Minecraft began to freeze if I moved around too much, which made recording these clips really troublesome. But the map looked way too good to not include. And because I realised how unfair it would be to the previous shader pack, I thought I should show the same cinematic that I showed in the previous shaders so that you could make a proper comparison between the two. I would say the reflections in this pack are not flawless, but a far better representation of what they would look like when comparing to the last one. But the god rays are a little underwhelming, as for me at least. I like to crank the settings to see how harsh and spectacular the lighting can be, but there are little options available to change to the values in this one. Sadly, I couldn't successfully get the third on my list, Project Luma, to work, but after some further research, I was able to find an even better shader pack. Ruri 36. I don't know what it means, but that doesn't matter. I think this was my favourite realism shader, and I love the water in this one. But I don't really want this to be a review of shaders as such, but more thinking about how good are they? Is it something that needs to be in Minecraft? Would it be better off without it? I don't know. But Minecraft started off pretty basic, and over the years, more and more has been added into them. More monsters to fight, blocks to mine, or places to discover. To play the newest version of Minecraft, you'd even have to upgrade from your rubbish 10-year-old Dell family laptop in order to play it. Some of the specs for Minecraft YouTubers' computers are just as comparable to what would be used to play 4K AAA titles. An RTX 2080 Ti would be wasted here. I think that's why it's okay to have the introduction of shaders in Minecraft. Back in 2010, even though big games back then weren't bad, they are nothing compared to what is coming out today. And I feel like in its own way, Minecraft has tried moving forwards towards the future a bit, especially since proper RTX in Minecraft was introduced by Microsoft themselves. I feel like a modding community must have impacted this, since the first shaders came out in 2012, and not until 2019 has anything graphically related majorly changed. But I think it's great it finally has. Even though I think they look great, I can't stress enough how they are not at all essential. I could and have played the game for countless hours using just not the default look of the game, or a texture pack to give a maybe medieval field, or one enhanced for PvP, but nothing ever that much. And albeit not every single computer is able to play Minecraft, but a very large majority can. This is important for a number of reasons. The most obvious one being that you are able to play the game, but I feel a large part of Minecraft is meeting new people and trying different servers, and with a large number of people that can play, the ones you meet can be from all sorts of backgrounds. I've found myself talking to people from all over the world, learning culture and hearing funny stories. And yes, there is game chat on a lot of popular games, but Minecraft always felt more intimate with me. Maybe it was the servers I played? And although they're pretty, shaders are quite demanding and could turn any average computer into a hot pile of mush. And what for? Yes, they make Minecraft look less flat than its original, but most of the additions are just post-processing effects, and where it feels real time, it's not actually real time, and most things are just positioned in a way that when you stand there, you see it the way you do. This is where ray tracing comes in. Over the weekend, I was able to get some actual Minecraft RTX footage, but that'll be used in the next video, and I'll be talking about that completely separately to this. But in Minecraft Java version, if you want ray tracing features, you have to use Cyberpunk. These are path tracing shaders that are a spitting image of ray tracing, but using a slightly different method. In the following clips, I'll be showcasing some of the path tracing shaders, and you can make a decision on how good they are in comparison to old shaders.